So if you look on the screen right now, this is an item I dropship recently, and one of the issues that you'll get is this Amazon TBA tracking number. So if, for example, you're dropshipping that on Facebook Marketplace, how do you go about inputting that in Facebook Marketplace? You can't, because Facebook Marketplace only gives you the option to input UPS, FedEx, or the post office. So what you then need to do is you need to convert this Amazon tracking number into a tracking number that's going to that same exact city and state for that relative date. So for example, this one was already delivered, but just use your imagination here. Let's say hypothetically, because it is June 3rd, this was delivered yesterday. Let's say hypothetically, this is estimated to be delivered on June 5th, for example, right? And it's going to Philadelphia, PA. So what I would then do is, instead of, inputting the TBA tracking number, which I can't even do on Facebook Marketplace, and even if you're on Facebook Shops, you still don't want to input the Amazon tracking number in Facebook Shops, because it's going to hurt your metrics overall. If you have a specific question on how and why it will hurt your metrics on Facebook Shops, even though they let you input an Amazon tracking number, I did an entire video on that. I'll try to link it at the bottom of the description if you want to check it out after this video. Okay, so don't input them in Shops either, even though it gives you the opportunity to actually do so. So if this was going to Philadelphia, PA on June 5th, I can't input this into Facebook Marketplace. What I then do is I go to Track Taco right here, and I'll actually link this in the description as well. So you go to Track Taco, you buy tracking numbers, and then what you can do is you can input Philadelphia, PA, and you can see just how many of these I've used. Like, I've used so many of them. I think I still have 66 left, but if you buy a bunch of credits at once, it can be really, really cheap. I'm not sure the specific number on it. It can be as expensive, I believe, as like 75 cents all the way down to, I want to say, like 25 to 30 cents a tracking number if you buy them in bulk. I usually just buy 500 at a time, so I don't really have to worry about kind of constantly renewing them. So Philadelphia, PA, if this is going to Philadelphia, PA on the 5th, what I would then do is I'd want to mark it a day later, just in case it was a little slow. And also, you don't want to mark it on the same day, because for whatever reason, that tracking number shows delivered in the morning, but their tracking number is getting delivered the same day, but it gets delivered later. You don't want to run into an issue where the customer is questioning it and being like, hey, my thing showed up as delivered, but it's not here yet. So always go at least a day later, preferably even two. The only issue that you're going to face there is you're going to get your money a day or two later when the tracking number is actually delivered instead of the actual package. But if they receive their package first and the tracking number shows a day later that it's delivered or two, they're not even going to pay attention to it, number one. Most people won't even realize. And even if they do, they're still going to be happy because they got their package faster than they expected to. So if this was coming on the 5th to Philadelphia, PA, I input Philadelphia, PA here. I put the 6th because it's a day later, so I'll go 6th to 7th, and then I'll wait for it to pop up with the estimated available tracking numbers. It found 4,000 between FedEx and UPS together. I click Get Tracking Number. I wait for it to generate that tracking number to Philadelphia, PA on, if we click the UPS tracking number right here, it's going to show me when it's delivered, and it should say the 6th or the 7th. This is coming on the 7th. So perfect. Then I would copy this tracking number. I would input it into Facebook Marketplace on that order. And now I have a tracking number that's going to that city, that state, estimated slightly later than the actual item is getting there. The customer's happy. I'm happy because I don't have to run into an issue where I can't input that tracking number and I get the order canceled. And obviously the platform's happy because it looks like you're inputting tracking numbers on time and you don't run into any issues.